All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. And let me tell you, this week we've got a lot to unpack. Meta just had their big Connect event.
They did.
And wow, did they ever make some waves. New gadgets, AI breakthroughs, you name it, they talked about it.
It's true. They really covered a ton. And I think some folks are probably feeling a bit overwhelmed trying to sort through it all.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. I mean, where do you even start? Lucky for everyone listening, that's where we come in. We're going to break it all down.
Exactly. We'll separate the signal from the noise, help you cut through the hype, and really understand what's important.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So why don't we just dive right in? And I think the best place to start is with, well, the thing everyone's talking about. The Quest 3S. Am I right?
Absolutely. That was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, a mixed reality headset at that price point. It's unheard of.
No kidding. $299. Meta is clearly making a play here.
Oh, for sure. It feels like they're finally getting serious about bringing mixed reality to the masses.
I think you might be onto something. I mean, but hold on a sec. For those of us who aren't, tech wizards, what are we actually talking about here? When Meta says mixed reality, what does that even mean?
Fair point. So mixed reality, or MR for short, it's like a blend of virtual reality, the VR everyone's heard of, with like the real world.
So it's not just strapping on a headset and being transported to like a completely different place.
Exactly. Think of it more like
Yeah.
You're still seeing your actual surroundings, but now there are these digital elements layered on top.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to get it. So instead of just seeing a notification on my phone, it could like pop up right in front of me.
Exactly. Imagine you're walking down the street and boom, an arrow appears, guiding you to that new coffee shop you wanted to try.
Okay, now that's just cool. See, why didn't they just lead with that? So mixed reality, not just for gamers anymore, huh?
It seems not. Meta's painting a picture of a future where we're working, socializing, even attending events, all within these mixed reality spaces.
Hold up, attending events. Virtually. I've had enough Zoom meetings for one lifetime, thank you very much.
Fair enough. But think about it. No more stressful commutes, no more fighting for a decent seat. You could attend a concert from the comfort of your own home, but it would feel like you were right there in the crowd.
Okay, I'll admit that does sound kind of awesome. All right, so we've got the Quest 3S, this whole mixed reality revolution, but Meta didn't stop there, did they? They also dropped some pretty major news in the world of, get ready for it, artificial intelligence.
Oh, you bet. And this wasn't just some minor update either. We're talking about their AI platform, Llama, version 3.2 to be precise. And let me tell you, it's a game changer.
Okay, you've piqued my interest. Lay it on me. What's so groundbreaking about this Llama 3.2?
All right, so previous versions of Llama, they were already pretty impressive, like scarily good at understanding and generating text.
Right, like those AI chatbots everyone's talking about.
Exactly. But 3.2, this one's different. This one can understand images too.
Hold on, it can understand pictures? What do you mean, like, it can tell you what's in a photo?
That's just the beginning. Imagine you take a picture of a landmark while you're traveling. Llama 3.2 could instantly pull up information about it. History, fun facts, nearby restaurants. The possibilities are endless.
Now that is impressive, but how does that even work? It seems like magic.
It's some seriously advanced stuff. And the really cool part is, Meta is making Llama 3.2 open source.
Open source? Now you've lost me. Does that mean anyone can just, like, use it?
Pretty much. It means Meta is giving developers and researchers access to the code, the building blocks of their AI.
Okay, and why would they do that? I mean, isn't that a bit risky? Sharing their secret sauce, so to speak.
It might seem counterintuitive, but there are actually some big advantages to this open source approach. For one, it promotes transparency. With all the talk about AI safety and ethics, this allows people to see exactly what's going on under the hood, so to speak.
Makes sense. More eyes on the code, less chance for something shady to slip through.
Precisely. And not just that, it also encourages collaboration. Developers can take Meta's AI and, well, build on it, customize it for specific needs, come up with applications even Meta hasn't thought of yet.
So it's kind of like crowdsourcing innovation. That's pretty smart.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm following you. So we've got groundbreaking hardware with the Quest 3S, next level AI with Llama 3.2. What else could Meta possibly have up their sleeve? Well, remember those Ray-Ban Meta glasses that caused such a stir last year? Yeah, get ready for an upgrade, people.
They really weren't kidding about those glasses being just the beginning, were they? The new features they've packed in.
Yeah.
It's pretty remarkable.
Seriously. They're like the Swiss Army knife of wearable tech now. That's one way to put it. But you're right. They've really upped the ante this time around.
For real. I mean, we're talking built-in Spotify, Audible, even iHeartRadio. It's like they took everything people loved about the first generation and cranked it up to 11. But hold on a sec. Before I get too distracted by the thought of rocking out to my favorite tunes, let's talk about what I think is the real star of the show here. The AI improvements.
Oh, absolutely. The AI is where it's at. It's clear that Meta's putting a lot of effort into making their AI more, I don't know, integrated with the real world.
Right. It's not just about, like, asking your glasses for directions anymore. This is next level stuff.
Totally. And one of the coolest examples they gave was this memory assist feature.
Oh, yeah. The whole never forget where you parked thing.
Yeah.
That alone has me sold. Where do I sign up? Right. But it's more than just that. Think about it. Walking into a room full of people, and boom, the glasses discreetly remind you of everyone's name, maybe even how you met them.
Okay, that's just freaky in a good way.
I know, right? And it's not just about names. It can be any kind of information. Imagine you're having a conversation, trying to remember a specific fact, and the Meta AI just, like, whispers it in your ear, or rather, your glasses.
I mean, talk about having a secret weapon. But you know what really blew me away? The real-time translation feature.
Ah, yeah, that one's huge, especially for anyone who travels.
Seriously, imagine this. You're in a foreign country trying to order food or get directions, but there's a language barrier? Well, problem solved. The glasses just translate everything in real time.
Like something out of Star Trek.
Right. We're living in the future, my friends. Okay, but they didn't just focus on, making our lives easier. They also highlighted how this tech can help people with disabilities.
Yes. They're partnering with Be My Eyes, that app that connects visually impaired people with volunteers.
Right, I've heard of that. It's a fantastic idea. But how does it work with the glasses?
So now the glasses can basically act as that volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're trying to find something in your pantry or navigate a busy street. The glasses can connect you with someone who can see through the camera and guide you.
Wow, that's incredible. Talk about using tech for good.
I know, right? It's really inspiring to see.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've covered the Quest 3S, this whole mixed reality thing, the AI revolution that is Llama 3.2, those insanely cool Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
You would think they'd be out of surprises, right?
You would think. But no. Just when I thought they couldn't possibly top themselves, they hit us with the one more thing moment. And trust me, folks, this one's a doozy. We're talking about Orion, folks. Meta's first true augmented reality glasses.
It's like something out of science fiction, right? And the crazy thing is, it's not just some pie-in-the-sky concept. They actually had a working prototype.
I know, right? This isn't just another VR headset. Meta's going for the gold here, aiming to create AR glasses that are, well, actual glasses.
Exactly. Lightweight, comfortable, something you could wear all day without even realizing it. At least that's the goal.
And get this, they're talking about a wide field of view, which, from what I understand, is kind of a big deal in the AR world.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about immersion. A wider field of view means you're seeing more of the augmented world around you, making the whole experience that much more realistic.
Right. It's not just like a tiny little window into the digital world anymore. This is about blending the digital and physical seamlessly.
Exactly. And it's not just about the visuals either. Meta's incorporating both voice and hand tracking into Orion.
Oh, they had to. That seems to be the thing these days. But seriously, what does that look like in practice?
Well, imagine this. You're walking down the street and you want to check your schedule. No need to pull out your phone. You just use a simple hand gesture, like a flick of the wrist, and boom, your calendar pops up right there in your field of view.
Okay, I can see where this is going, and I gotta say, I'm kind of freaking out a little.
It is pretty mind-blowing, isn't it? But it gets even cooler. Imagine you're at a restaurant trying to decide what to order. You could pull up reviews, photos of the dishes, even see what your friends have ordered in the past, all without ever taking your eyes off the menu.
Okay, stop. I can only handle so much futuristic awesomeness at once. But seriously, this is the kind of stuff I used to only dream about as a kid, reading sci-fi novels.
I know, right? It really does feel like we're on the cusp of something truly revolutionary.
Absolutely. But before we get too carried away with all the cool possibilities, we have to address the elephant in the room.
Oh, absolutely. With great power comes great responsibility, as they say. And there are definitely some big questions we need to be asking.
No kidding. I mean, this level of integration between our digital and physical lives, it's exciting, sure, but it's also kind of, well, a little scary, if we're being honest.
Right. And I think the biggest concern, the one that's on everyone's mind, is privacy.
Yeah, privacy. I mean, it's something we talk about a lot on this show, but it feels like with these new technologies, it's being taken to a whole other level.
It really does. Think about it. If we're all walking around with devices that are constantly scanning our surroundings, analyzing our conversations, tracking our every move, I mean, that's a lot of data.
Yeah.
And what happens to all that data? Who has access to it? Those are questions we need answers to.
Absolutely. And it's not just about corporations wanting to sell us more stuff either. I mean, we've already seen how easily this kind of data can be used for like surveillance, even manipulation.
Exactly. And once that line is crossed, it's hard to walk it back. We need to be having these conversations now, setting boundaries, making sure the rules are written in a way that protects individual rights.
I couldn't agree more. Okay, so privacy, that's a big one. But there's another concern that's been on my mind, and it's a little harder to define. It's like digital overload. I don't know if that's the right term, but...
No, I think I get what you're saying. Like, at what point do we just have too much information, too much stimulation all the time?
Exactly. Part of me loves the idea of having all this knowledge at my fingertips. But there's also something to be said for, disconnecting, being present in the real world.
Right. Like, imagine you're at a park trying to enjoy a beautiful day, but your glasses are constantly bombarding you with notifications, news updates, reminders. It kind of takes you out of the moment, doesn't it?
Exactly. And what does that do to us long term? Does it affect our ability to focus, to appreciate the simple things? These are things we need to consider.
Absolutely. It's all about finding that balance because, like you said, these technologies, they have incredible potential for good, but we need to be mindful of the downsides as well.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap things up for today. It's been quite a journey exploring all the exciting and sometimes a little scary announcements from MetaConnect 2024.
It really has.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just the beginning. Who knows what the future holds, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be interesting.
You got that right. As always, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. Until next time, stay curious out there, folks.